the round a bit?
A little bit of a grind out there today. Still hit a lot of good shots, but with the firmer conditions and the pins being some kind of tucked front pins, when you miss the fairway, it makes it very hard to make par. So had to accept some bogeys there in the round early on, but I feel like we did a good job of kind of staying present and moving forward. And like I said, still a lot of quality shots. So through 3 rounds, we're in the spot that we want to be in, and tomorrow's when the tournament starts.
We're gonna go to Sean.
Rickie, you sort of gestured at that last one that lipped out with your hands a little bit. What happened there? What did you see?
Obviously you could see from the first putt there's a lot of slope there. I'm not sure why it didn't move. Should have. I hit a good putt, so really can't go back on it, obviously. But just a bummer. It would be nice for that one to go in, but really doesn't matter having the lead, being 1 back, 2 back. You're gonna have to play good golf tomorrow, so bummer to have that one slip away. But tomorrow's a whole new day, and like I said, that's kind of when the tournament really starts.
We'll go back right.
Hi, Rickie. I imagine a lot of young golfers growing up dream of winning the sport's biggest prizes. What would winning this one mean to you?
Obviously it'd be huge. It'd be great. Especially being here in Southern California, having a lot of people from family and friends that are out here this week. We have a chance tomorrow. I mentioned, out there after, going through the last few years, I'm not scared to fail. I've dealt with that. So we're just going to go have fun, continue to try and execute, leave it all out there and see where we stand on 18.
Front left to Brentley.
Rickie, about the canteen that you carry, is there a special meaning to that or any of the stickers on it, and how long have you been carrying that around?
I started carrying it at the beginning of this year. I drink more if I'm carrying it, and it's also heavy when it's full, so I don't want to necessarily throw that on Rick, my caddy, to tote that thing around. No, I have a few different stickers on there, friends of friends or connections in one way, but the real reason is just I drink more water and electrolytes when I carry it.
What's your favorite sticker on there? Thanks.
There's a little light bulb logo. It's kind of a cool logo. It's for a kind of a small brewery in St. Louis called Side Project.
Front right to Todd.
Rickie, with a guy who's struggled with confidence not that long ago, what has been the self-talk as you've gone through each day here, and how much have you worked on that, kind of having to work on your attitude, because you've always seemed so calm in watching you?
Yeah, I think the big thing is, mind can wander. You can kind of do whatever in between shots. It's nearly impossible to go out there and be dead focused for, 4 to 5 hours. I think the big thing for me is kind of just zeroing in, narrowing things down, and trying to get very precise and knowing exactly what I want to do when I'm, about to hit a shot. And I think I've done a lot better with my process leading up to shots, and then not letting, understanding there are negative thoughts or that there is trouble for missed shots out there, and just accepting, I may not hit it perfect, but this is where I'm gonna try and hit it, and this is what I'm focusing on.
Just a few more left to Dylan.
Yeah, how did your nerves feel today, Rickie? And I guess how does the stress of being in the lead at a major championship compare to a normal tournament round?
I would say this week, this is the best I've felt all year, and definitely in a long time. I would say, we all feel nerves at times, depending on certain shots or circumstances. But I mentioned it yesterday, and still stand by it. This is the best I've felt, let alone in a normal tournament, but especially a major. And I would say really ever in my career.
Right to Brendan.
You and Rory obviously go way, way back. Over the years, has he been someone who you have found could be who could maybe especially relate to very certain things like the spotlight, all the fame, the expectations, and all of that? Have you guys kind of had a synergy with a lot of that?
I would say a little bit. I would say Rory's got me beat in most of the areas for the most part. He's had, a lot of success, and he's been, fun to watch, and it's been fun to, be very similar in age. He turned pro a little bit earlier than I did, but we have fun. I feel like, it's been more him pushing me than me pushing him type of thing. With him having, more wins and actually has majors versus me. But to me, I always enjoy, having, buddies that, we can go toe to toe with, whether it's here at a major or back home playing at Grove or wherever it may be. And we just continue to push each other. And I think that's how I've always gotten the best out of myself and also the people around me.
Just 2 more, Ryan.
Rick, you mentioned you're not scared to fail. Was that the case early in your career, even when you were playing your best golf, and why now do you not have that fear?
I would say a big part of it is just what I dealt with the last few years. I had never necessarily dealt with that big of a low for that long of a time. And I wouldn't say I was necessarily scared to fail, but having gone through what I've been through the last few years, I've seen all sides of it. You have a better understanding of, what I get to do and everyone around me, and so yeah, we'll just go leave it all out there, and like I said, not scared to be wherever we're at.
Last question, Michael.
Julia, thank you. Rick, your swing is so rhythmic. I know this will seem a little off topic, but is there ever any music in your head while you're walking a golf course over the course of 4 or 5 hours?
Sometimes, and then sometimes I think randomly have something that pops into my head. And I would say rhythm is definitely something I try to focus on a little bit. Sometimes, my tendency is to get a little quick. I want to make sure that there's a good tempo to it. But no, maybe I'll try and find a song for tomorrow and have that playing so I can keep my tempo on point.
Appreciate your time. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.